Hey, to my friends, to all that has known me to many years. Um, I do like to spend time out there doing plane spotting and pretty much doing anything aviation related. And right now, I kind of miss doing that because got into a fight over a week ago, and I got struck in my nose, and unfortunately, I've been sick on and off, and like the most thing I want to do is go back to plane spotting and also try to get myself a little well better so I can actually come out to rejoin my fellas from plane spotting and see about doing other things else too. Um, right now, right now I'm pretty much stuck. I've been stuck home for over a week now, and I had to go to the emergency this morning because yesterday, embarrassing to say, but I've gotten a couple of nosebleeds from high blood pressure, unfortunately. And between that and the thing with my ribs is the fact that ever since I got struck there by Miss Morgan up there, piece of shit bitch she was. They did what I because I went up there to fix this problem from her harassing me on many different occasions on Facebook, and as well as making up different accounts, which that's not supposed to happen regardless. She struck me very hard right here, very extremely hard with like a hook shot right here, which got me to down to the ground. And I'm not gonna show the mark though, I don't want to do that. But well, I don't really have a personal mark though, but just the pain which she got me to. The doctor tells me today that it's possibly that I could have kidney stones. I just don't know how. I'm not sure why. Where I get that, but the funny thing is that I don't never had a history of having any kind of kidney problem at all. So my thing is now is the fact that just want to get better, get back out my feet again. I was supposed to actually go spotting tomorrow, but it's being pushed back because I got many concerns that if I get out there, it's gonna get a little nuts out there. Between the fact that I'm by myself. I mean, not everybody's out too much during the week though, but the fact that if I'm by myself, there's an odd chance that I won't get immediate help if something happens out there and everything, because I'm all the way in like the mounds, either there or Bayswater, and in an area where there's not a lot of people, unfortunately. So, and that is in Queens, New York. So, the fact that I believe that the facts is true, that it could happen because I got sick. The last time I went plane spotting, I got sick last Sunday, July 14th. While I was at JFK, I was with a few spotters, and lucky of all, that the fact that they a few of them had helped me out when I was going down a little bit with the pain I've had. One of them gave me a ride home. I still thank him for that. Otherwise, if I'm out there by myself, it's not gonna work very well, and things could turn out very little ugly in many occasions. Got that. Got that pretty much. Little problem with my nose is because kind of cut myself in my nose by accident 2 days ago. Um, and but what you call it, the nosebleeds is really out of control. I mean, I didn't get any today so far, so that what the doctor says to me really upset me because I'm trying to get a prescription, trying to get something to help me with my blood pressure issues I'm having. And the fact is, I had medication over a week ago, but I dropped on the somewhere in the Poughkeepsie station while I got into that heat with this bitch. Um, However, my goal is to try to get out there, continue doing my plane spotting. I do have a trip to Los Angeles coming on October 17th of this year. I already booked my trip, and I just don't want too much to affect my trip. And the fact is also, I'm really very much looking forward to it. And as well as September coming up, I have a lot coming up for spotting. Um, I'm gonna be out for United Nations Week, which is from the 17th to I believe the 25th of September. There's also a LaGuardia Kids Day event coming on September 28th, which is a Saturday. I'll be attending there again this year. I mean, I haven't been there in 2 years for it, but I'll be attending with most of the spotters there, and guests are welcome to come. Everybody and all families are invited to attend. Bring their kids there to experience the life of aviation. There, you get to go on the planes, face paintings, or any more of it that comes. Also, the fact that I'm still waiting to hear what airport day is going to be, which is at Newark, New Jersey. I haven't got any confirmation yet. But the other thing I want to say too is the fact that I'm not understanding a lot of why people treat me very bad. First of all, I don't really bother with nobody. I don't really do anything to hurt somebody. I'm just looking for good friends to be with, good things to do, try to be happy, and so on. But I just don't understand why people gotta call me a retard or anything off the book, or everything in the book, and why people treat me like shit. I mean, lucky for me, I still have a few good friends right now that has been helping me. However, but the fact that when everybody does this to me, it really hurts, because you know what it is? I've been going through this for 15 plus years since I was in high school. And even a lot of times my mother would do the same thing to me. My dad actually mentally abused me. My ex-girlfriend mentally abused me. A lot of people have done that to me, and I don't like that. It hurts. It's been very, extremely hard for me. And really, all I want to do is try to be happy. And I'm sorry that if nobody loves what I do, but this is what I enjoy. I'd rather do aviation photography or do anything airplane related other than just being out on the streets doing drugs or getting into trouble, mischief, whatever you want to call it. And this is the things I like to do. I've been doing aviation related stuff since I was 8 years old. And the first time it was when my dad took me to Soundview in the Bronx to watch the planes landing at from over there to runway 22. From around there, I got to see so many old classic jetliners, and I've flown a few times, and I started learning about air crash investigations or airline disasters in '96 since TWA Flight 100 went down the Atlantic July 17th, '96. That was the very first plane crash I ever studied in my life. And right now I'm still working on looking up stuff about. I'm trying very hard to continue working on more of that stuff. I'm still looking up that recent incident from 3 weeks ago of Asiana Flight 214 that crashed in San Francisco on July 6, 2013. Still doing some research on that, and I just want to mention to whoever really cares about me that I hope everybody appreciates what I do, or just admires what I do, because this is the one thing I have left in my life. Aviation related stuff and such above is all I have left in my life, because a lot of things I've had before are gone. A lot of models, collectible planes, I've had since I was a kid. Most of them are gone because of my ex-girlfriend destroying them. Just after I moved back to the city from upstate. I mean, just to share this out. Um, you know, some of you might be curious, but this is stuff I like to collect. See, this is one of my expensive $75 model planes I've got. This had this plane for 2 years now, technically, because I just got it as a gift. See, this is made by Gemini Jets manufacturing, but this is a Delta Airlines DC-8. It's a DC-8 61 series, which was actually delivered. The aircraft itself was delivered to Delta Airlines in 1963, and this is actual display model of the aircraft that I used to fly until I retired in 19 somewhere in the 1980s. It retired after it was converted from 61 to a DCA 71 series with the new CFM engines. I mean, this is the stuff I collect nowadays, and I still will continue to do that. So, what it looks like hell out there. But half of that I lost in my life. Really lost a lot in my life because of all the things I've been through. But I'm trying very hard to be happy again and move on, bigger, better things. This is another model plane I actually had since I was actually 15 years old. This one is this is a big model for pretty much. It's a TWA 747 200 series made by Desktop, and this model is very rare today. It has a stand for it, but I don't have any shelvings right now to redo these, and I gotta wait till I get start getting my new collection again, which is gonna still take some time. You can see how this model is extremely old. I mean, if I can put in a light. I mean, I've had this for a very extremely long time, and I try to take care of my models. So, this is stuff I've been doing for years, and this is one of the jetliners I love. That's a classic. So, TWA originally did fly 747s until they retired the last one in 1997. But they were one of the earliest customers to fly 747s since late 1969. So, anyway, I just want to say I'm trying to calm down from my situation right now. I was upset this morning. I mean, just the fact that I'm not getting enough help, and I can really use a lot of help right now. But anyways, thanks for listening. I hope all my real friends and anybody else will understand what I'm going through, and just want to move on to bigger and better things, and continue to look forward to my Los Angeles trip, October 17th to the 21st. And all the other good events coming up, and back to my work of aviation photography. That's the one thing I want back from my life, because I feel like I was suffering just being home all week since last Monday, that I couldn't do anything because I got sick. And I still say I was lucky Sunday when I went out plane spotting, including the fact that I went to this small event that same day for the Solar Impulse that was at JFK. It's still there now. It was a free event. I went to go see this thing. This is the actual plane that was there. I took pictures of it. It's on Facebook if anybody wants to see those. Hours later, I did get sick, though. I was up to going. In a way, I should have not went out spotting that day, but we'll all learn from my mistakes. We do. and this is a chance that I gotta make up for it. And I want to go back out there to continue shooting. I got so many good planes coming I need to catch, and I just want my life back. I just really want my life back the way it was before. I really do.